Hello everyone. So today we'll be discussing experiment for speed reversal and speed control of three-phase induction motor using variable frequency supply. So speed reversal of three-phase induction motor we have already covered in first year. So here we will be only discussing regarding speed control of three-phase induction motor using variable frequency supply. So in this setup, as we all know that speed of the rotor of induction motor depends on this is the formula for speed of rotor of induction motor, and it depends on the supply frequency, then number of poles and slip. So here we can either change number of poles, or we can change the frequency, or we can change the slip to change the speed of induction motor. There are different methods for doing this. So here we are not focusing on number of poles or on the slip, we are focusing on frequency of supply. So by changing this frequency, we will be changing the rotor speed. So but we also know that we cannot just change the frequency, we need to change the supply voltage along with this frequency, so that V by F ratio remains constant. So in this, if we are only changing frequency, then we can see that voltage by frequency ratio is dependent on flux density. So if we are only changing the frequency, then magnetic flux density will change and it will lead to saturation of our machine. The core of the machine will saturate, and hence we are not changing only frequency. What we are doing is we are changing both voltage as well as frequency, so that the ratio of this voltage by frequency remains constant, so that the magnetic flux density inside the core remains constant and our machine does not get saturated. So here the name of experiment is definitely variable frequency. We are changing the speed using variable frequency, but it is not just variable frequency but variable voltage as well as variable frequency. So in this setup we are having one voltage source, one phase sequence indicator, then one emitter is there. These are the indicators for three-phase supply. This one is the MCB for three-phase input to the panel. Here we are having three-phase input which is coming from the main supply lines, and it is going to this three-phase AC starter input. This one is the starter, direct online starter for three-phase induction motor. Direct online starter for three-phase induction motor, and these are the three connection point for this starter. This green button is for turning on the induction motor, and this one is for stopping the induction motor. So these three are the input lines for this starter, and these three are the output for this starter. From the output of this starter, input is going to three-phase AC driver input. This one is AC driver, which is having microcontroller, and using this driver circuit we are changing the frequency. So here we will be changing the frequency, not only frequency but also the voltage. From using these two arrow or using these two buttons we can change the frequency, but we will also see that with change in this frequency, here the supply voltage will be changing. So we can also find using the ratio that this voltage divided by frequency, which will be displayed here. We can see that the ratio of this voltage by frequency remains almost constant while we are changing the frequency from here. And using this run button, we can turn on the induction motor, and using this stop button we can stop the induction motor. This one is direction changing switch. Using this, if it is at this position, then our machine will be off or no phase will be connected to it, and if we are turning it to our right side, then a particular phase sequence will be connected, machine will be connected in a particular phase sequence, and when we change the direction to the other side, left hand side, then the phases will interchange. Two phases will interchange among themselves, and hence direction of rotation of the induction motor will change. So from here the output of this AC driver will go as input to the induction motor. Now let's start this experiment. Now let's see the specifications of the motor. This is the motor which will be used in the experiment, and it is 3-phase induction motor, 0.75 kilowatt or 1 HP motor, and the type is SQ or squirrel cage type induction motor, and its rated speed is 1440 rpm. Now let's perform the experiment. First let's give power supply to the panel. Ready? Now let's give power supply to the panel, and then we'll turn this handle to one of the sides so that the motor gets connected in a particular phase sequence. Now this one is dual starter. We'll give power supply to the motor using this dual starter. Now the motor will not run. The motor is not running at present because we have not turned on the driver circuit. Driver circuit is off at present. Here we can see that the frequency is set at 48 Hertz, and it will run only, the motor will start running only when we press this button. So after we turn on the motor, we can see that the motor has started rotating. Now we have to change the frequency. And along with that we'll measure the speed of the motor. So the frequency can be changed from using these two switches, and while changing the frequency we'll also keep a measure of the voltage. So that we can see, or we can calculate the V by F ratio, so that we know that the flux density or B remains constant or not. Now we will be changing the frequency and taking the reading of the motor. So first of all, let's increase the frequency from 48 to 48.5 Hertz and measure the speed. The speed at present is 1450 rpm, and the voltage is somewhere near 350 volt. Next we further increase the frequency to 49 Hertz and measure the speed. The speed is 1464 rpm, and the voltage has increased slightly. It is around 355 volts. Next we again increase the frequency to 49.5 rpm, 49.5 Hertz, and measure the rpm. 1480 rpm, and the voltage is 360 volt. Now we are again increasing the frequency to 50 Hertz and measure the speed. It is 1496 rpm, and the voltage is somewhat more than 360 volt. We can further increase the frequency and take further readings, and this is how we perform the experiment. So we are not going to take any more readings here. We stop the motor from here and we turn off the dual starter. We bring the switch back to its normal position and turn off the power supply to the panel. Now we can see the readings which we have taken. These are the readings, and we have also calculated the V by F ratio, and we can see that it is almost around 7.24 or 2.25. So there is not much variation in this. Slight variation is there, but it is not much. So it is, we can almost take the V by F ratio to be constant, and hence the magnetic flux density is constant for this particular machine. And now what we are doing is we plot the graph between frequency and the speed. So one of the student has performed the experiment and plotted the graph between speed and frequency. As we know that speed is directly proportional to frequency. So with increase in frequency, the speed of the rotor is increasing almost linearly. So that is all in this experiment.